everybody, welcome back to another live stream. We're back at it again. So I'm Rosie, I'm here with Cindy again today. We're going to continue building our prehistoric park. So hello to everyone already in the chat. Let us know how audio is so I can adjust. The stream might be a little bit shorter today because unfortunately I have a cold. And no, unfortunately it's not a really cool marketing teaser to say that disease and sickness is coming in the game, but that will come later on in early access, so maybe we'll all have colds when we announce that, and then we can show dinosaurs sneezing or something. So we'll in the game. Yeah. COVID, what would that be called? Like a dinosaur version?
I don't know.
We can work on that throughout the stream. There'll be no new dinosaurs yet in the stream. The new dinosaurs, guys, are coming in the next big update. I can actually post the Trello, which is our roadmap, in the chat. But how is everyone? What is everyone building so far in Prehistoric Kingdom? I know I've seen a few people building. I know I checked out I know Best in Slot is showing off kind of weekly cool things that you can download in the Steam Workshop. So we'll get a few ideas for the park from those videos. Okay, I'll turn up Cindy, guys. Thanks.
I'm always hard to hear, apparently.
I know, there's something weird with OBS. Like, as soon as I load it up, it like quietens it down. It quietens down Discord.
That's weird.
Let me just adjust that so it's a little bit louder. And I also think like maybe I'm just too loud and I need to balance that out. Oh, people are noticing something, Cindy.
Are they?
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
What is going on?
What is going on? I have no idea.
Next, are we teasing or are we just bored and trying to do weird things on stream? Yes. Oh, let me do our little videos over. Okay, so I'm going to load up Steam now. So guys, in case you missed it last week, let me just pop up the chat so I can read everything. So we started off making a little taco exhibit right across from the entrance. So we downloaded a few things from the workshop. So we have this really cool entrance sign. We added our park around so everyone can, well, it's a small park. It must be so expensive just to see one exhibit, but you know, build it and they will come. So we have our entrance sign, and then there's a really cool education center, which I can't wait because before the big update comes with the new species, we're going to have a small patch with some animal info signs, and later on that will kind of add to the guest education needs when that comes later on in early access. So that'll be really nice to have some animal info signs here. And then also what I want to download for next stream is I want to add on to the entrance in the park, and there's a really nice kind of ticket booth building that we can add. But this week, I want to start building on the aviary. So we've downloaded this from the Steam Workshop. It's a really nice dome. I love the hexagons. I'm sorry, Cindy, because I know Cindy's sick of hexagons, but we're gonna be working with more.
They've become visual white noise to me at this point.
That is good. That is good. You won't have a breakdown this stream anyway.
I will not.
So this is what we've downloaded from the Steam Workshop, guys. I'm going to place it kind of further out in the park because I actually want to eventually have like a nice big garden or use some of the new hedges and kind of make a maze that leads up to the aviary. And then also we'll build a kind of, I want the entrance to be a little bit closed off. I don't want people to see, like the guests to see too far into the park just yet. I don't want them to get any sneak peeks of any of the really big cool animals just yet. They'll have to do a lot of walking for that first. So
gotta have a workout before you see the T-Rex.
Yes. I kind of thought like, should we have a park where like instantly like a T-Rex scares you? Maybe we'll have like a big surprise dinosaur where it's just like boom in your face scaring you straight away, but we could always change things around later. Rosie, how much do you think a ticket for this park costs? I don't know. I'm trying to think. I feel like it would cost like thousands, like 1,000 a ticket or something, because I'm trying to compare to like when you go to Vegas, some like Vegas shows are ridiculously expensive, like that and more. And I'm thinking, well, like if you're going to see a dinosaur park and this is the only place to see it, but maybe you could get like some tickets are cheap. Maybe they'll do like family deals, and then there will be like VIP experiences, which could be like 50 grand a ticket. you know,
Do
and
it.
that'll kind of balance and make up kind of, so you know, your everyday people can come see the park and get to experience the prehistoric animals, but then you have your rich VIPs that are like the real guys funding everything. That's
I feel like it
probably,
also depends on like the capacity of the park and how popular you think it's going to be. Because obviously, the
yes,
more people that go to see it, you can drop the price.
yes. So it just depends really how popular it is. So right now we're this park isn't following any COVID regulations. We're just saying, yeah, pile everyone in.
Mm.
No one really cares about the animals. Let's go see find little Psittacosaurus. I think I might actually, we said last week, because we have the different species of Psittacosaurus, we might split it up because it's quite big. So maybe next week we can split it up so the different species. We can just kind of change up like the biomes and the foliage just to show off kind of the different needs for different species. This is another little hut that we downloaded from the Steam Workshop. And then we also downloaded kind of this climbing frame and then some really nice enrichments that someone uploaded as well. Oh, look, we got our little tacos. They're climbing.
All right, I think I'm actually going to take the dinosaur gloves off.
Oh no.
They're starting to get hot. Well, they're not dinosaur gloves; they're dragon gloves. I am making a costume for a Ren fair that I'm going to later in the year. So I'm going to be a big old dragon, and a Durgan needs big old claws. So that's what that's about.
The full costume is very cool. You'll have to do like a full costume reveal.
I
I
should do that. At least the mask. I don't know if you can get all of the wings in the frame.
Well, I was trying to see. Unfortunately, Halloween the 31st is on Monday, so maybe we'll have this stream on Monday instead, and maybe we can all dress up.
Cool.
We'll do our best
Yeah.
dinosaur costumes.
Yeah, my best dinosaur
Or
costume
attempt.
is a dragon.
Dragoner. Well, you know, I really hope someone eventually, when modding is in the game, that someone will make like a House of Dragon mod
Oh man.
with the dinosaurs, and we can have dragons in the park. I'm actually really looking forward to that because a lot of things like in The Sims and in other games, I'm not like a huge fan of fantasy, but with like Prehistoric Kingdom, I just really want to see dragons.
It would be really cool to have a mythology mod. Like have some unicorns, basilisks, cockatrices, griffins. God,
That
I
would be
sound
really
like
cool.
such a nerd. I mean, I'm working on a dinosaur park builder game, so I am a bit of a nerd. And I'm going to Ren Fair. I'm just a nerd. It's okay.
I've never been to a Renaissance fair. I think I'll go. I don't think they have them here. Well, they probably do
Yeah,
actually. In England, they must actually.
I feel like if anywhere in Europe has a Renaissance fair, it's more of a reenactment at that point and probably historically accurate. Renaissance fairs are just absurd. They are not accurate at all, but they're fun.
Say good day, everybody. Okay, so we'll start actually building. Um, we're just going to talk about our lives and what we're doing the next few months. We won't actually play Prehistoric Kingdom. Okay, so guys, a kind of topic for this stream is a lot of people I've noticed on social media, they ask questions like, how can I breed the birds, the Microraptor, the Archaeopteryx, like how do I get those in the game? So what you do is you click on the aviaries, the Mini-Aviaries, and you click edit, and then you can breed either one of the birds. So we can breed a few of each. And then, oh, where's it gone? Oh, we should probably get some girls in there as well. Just so the boys have something. Oh, there they are. They're in here. So sorry if it's a bit dark, guys. And then also, in case anyone is wondering, so if you go into Enclosures, just on the in-game tabs here, and then this little exhibit, that is where the Mini-Aviary is. Because I know a few people have been asking where to find it, and then we can edit the group. So it starts off in this kind of cage, but if you want to customize it, so click on it, and then in the kind of styling toolbox, you can select for there to be no shell, and then you have these kind of trees for all the birds to perch on, and then you can kind of decorate your own enclosure. So you can create a dome, you can use the chain link fencing to create like a roof. You can decorate it whatever way you want, so that's pretty cool. I think we're going to stick with the dome from the workshop for today's stream, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to decorate it with flowers, maybe change up the ground a little bit, and then maybe towards the end we'll start building our maze towards the birds.
Echo the Kobold says, whoa, whoa, whoa. Ren Fair does not make you a nerd. It's a person of culture.
I know.
Thank you, Echo the Kobold, for thinking me in that fashion. Not sure cultured is an accurate description of me.
So it's actually September. Who likes September? I like it. That's when me and my partner have our birthdays. It's usually the weather starts to get, it's like not too cold yet. So we kind of have like a little bit of time before we start wearing, in the UK and Ireland anyway, lots of coats and scarves, and we can actually leave the house without being caught in the rain. It's also lots of like back to school, but we quite like the weather. Does it get cold where you are, Cindy? In September?
In September, it's no longer Satan's armpit in September. It's no longer hell, but it still stays pretty warm. It doesn't. October's really when it starts cooling down, and I actually really like October in Virginia. The trees are pretty. It's nice outside. It's cool, but it's not cold except in the mornings. And then like it turns into November, and then you go into the wild insanity that is Virginia winter, which is it cold? It's cold today. It snowed today. Now it's 70 degrees in like 3 days. Our winters are hell. I hate them.
Oh. Yeah, over here it doesn't really start, like it'll start to get cold definitely by October, but the coldest months, I think because climate change, it used to be obviously like December, Christmas time, that's the coldest month, December, January, but the last like 5 to 10 years it's shifted, so now probably like January, February, March is actually really, really cold now. But then summers in the UK, because I'm kind of south of UK, it's a little bit warmer. Volume up a bit. Do you want, is it both of us, or do you want me or Cindy? Let me turn up Cindy.
Turned up.
Turn it up. Both. Okay. Sure.
Gaius Online says, it's my favorite stream, Conquest Kings. I mean, Prehistoric Kingdom.
Oh,
Crusader Kings.
Last week we had, we were giving Crusader Kings some good promo. We were talking a little bit about their new update.
I still haven't played it yet. I've been too busy. I'm meaning to check and see if my game save is okay.
I was actually about to say, like, oh, I heard, you know, it's no good, just play Prehistoric Kingdom, but you kind of just went back to promoting them. Thanks, Cindy.
Oh, sorry.
But no, it is good if you like kind of strategy games. All our birds are in here. They look so cute. I can't wait to have more aviary creatures in the game.
Okay, so obviously there's going to be a bit of a delay with all of the chats.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now, Twitch? Just wait 20 minutes.
20? I think it should be good. I got slightly better internet, so it should be actually pretty good. Oh, one thing actually that I want to do is, so one of the, barely, maybe you guys, maybe the overall volume?
Maybe.
I don't want to do myself too loud. Okay, yeah, so just about another minute. I've adjusted both of the volumes a little bit, so that should show in the next like 30 seconds for the stream. So recently, one of our previous updates, we added some really pretty animal topiaries, and we have this beautiful bird one, which I just think is gorgeous because there's gorgeous flowers just on the tail. So what I kind of want in the Mini-Aviary exhibit with all the birds is I want them to like worship this bird and to like bring it gifts of like twigs and make like a little nest around it. And I like the idea in my mind, like the park staff try to remove the bird, but all the birds go crazy. It's like, no, 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 that's our god, you have to leave it. So we're gonna leave this like in the center. So this is going to be the bird god that they all worship. And I'm going to start to decorate using some of the flowers. I mean, do you think any of the birds would like anything in particular, or just any kind of nice shrubs? Let's go into...
I want to say they have actual like environmental preferences and needs. I don't think it affects anything right now.
No,
so
I think
you can put in whatever you want.
Yeah, at the moment we can do kind of whatever kind of designs we want, and then later they'll have a bit more needs, and then eventually as well, because the moment you can refill normal animal feeders, but not the ones in the Mini-Aviary. But that will come very soon, guys. And also the next patch, like I said, we have the animal info signs, and I think we're also getting achievements in the game as well. So I think they'll be available on Steam and Epic. So hopefully that'll all come out at the same time in the next patch, which hopefully won't be too long away in the next few weeks. So I'm just going to grab some nice shrub bushes and then decorate kind of just around the trees with some flowers just to brighten up. And then also I really like the dome, but I don't know if I want to start building it so there's kind of more moss and foliage kind of climbing up the bars as well.
Ooh, fancy.
Just make everything in the park a little bit fancier. Stegosaurus topiary. Yeah, guys, we have loads of topiaries in PK.
Sorry about that. I had to do a little bit of a cough.
Oh, that's okay. Oh no, you're getting my cold.
Possibly. Ragweed has been really spitting out pollen the past few weeks, though.
Is that all of them? Oh yeah. I think, yeah, eventually, guys, in-game, so we'll have more topiaries, and then we also want to add in more statues and more silhouettes as well. The silhouettes have been great to see because a lot of people have been making their own information and education signs, and it's really cool to be able to resize the silhouettes. Wouldn't it make more sense to save achievements for when the gameplay is more fleshed out? Yeah, I understand that as well. I think a lot of people, because the moment we do have in challenge mode, you know, taking care of your animals' kind of basic needs and building the park, so there is sort of some park management a little bit to the gameplay there. There is sort of like kind of goals to achieve with unlocking all the species. So obviously we will add more achievements. It's not going to be all the achievements because we can kind of, with each update, we can always add like a bit more depending on what new gameplay features there are. But for now, I think because it has been asked, people have been asking for it, and I think it'll be nice to have some achievements there.
Like the achievements that we have are appropriate to the level of development right now.
Yeah. It's just unlocking certain animals and, you know, even just placing down certain items or building things, or it'll be cool, it'll be fun. I think some people just really like getting all the achievements as well. See,
there are some people out there who really like the achievements.
Theoretically, could you just let the aviary animals just fly around, or would they attack the park goers? I mean, realistically, yes. In like the real world, yes, but at the moment in game, they won't fly away.
I feel like the bigger concern with that is them just flying off into the environment and messing with the environment.
Just disappearing from the parks.
They'd probably run away from the guests, considering their size. Like, maybe if a really dumb guest decides to mess with them.
Well, see, where I grew up, because actually, guys, I was in Ireland over the weekend visiting my mammy. And on the street where I grew up on, there was a couple of neighbors, so it's kind of near the beach. It's not too far from the sea. So on the rooftops of the houses in the estate that I live in, there's a lot of seagulls. And it's actually really cute seeing the baby seagulls out and about. But some people have started to feed the seagulls, and now the seagulls have become aggressive. So you can't like feed your cats or animals outside, otherwise the seagulls all swoop down and will like fight them for the food. So I can imagine that if the birds were kind of, you know, if you let them fly around the park, people would feed them, and then the birds would become aggressive. And
people absolutely would feed them.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There is some weird, irresistible human urge when we see an animal to feed the animal, and I don't understand it. I don't know why it's there, but it's there.
I know. I saw a real a little kind of funny tweet or something, and it was like, cats are so great. They just like they've really evolved and just kind of take over us almost in a way, because they will literally just walk into a house and all of a sudden you just start, like, it just says, I live here now, and then we end up buying food and litter for it and just taking care of it.
Yeah. It's just, we don't argue with it. We're like, okay.
It's like, all right, yeah, you can live here.
You're cute.
Okay, guys, going to sleep. Oh, good night. Yeah, guys, what time is it for everyone? Where I am, it's 4 p.m. It's almost noon for Cindy. That's one interesting thing about our company, is everyone is just dotted all around the world. So that's why we're hoping, I think when the big update comes out with the new species, it would be cool to get a few more people on stream, because I actually have a few games set up. So once we know kind of closer to when the update will come out, we'll probably sort something out so a few more devs can join our streams.
That'll be fun. We'll have a big old party.
Yes.
Dev party. Dev pizza party. It's
pizza
very
party.
intense.
We did that before when we launched early access. It was actually really nice to get everyone on the Discord chat, and we all ate pizza.
It was kind of a tense pizza party, not gonna lie.
Yes, it was very stressful leading up, but then after like an hour or two, then we kind of chilled a little bit. We're like, okay, people are downloading the game, it's working, screenshots are coming in.
It was very much a well, this is happening now type of feeling. Like the moment when you start going up a roller coaster and like you're not quite at the top yet, but you're getting real close. It was kind of like that.
$5:30 p.m., 8:30 in the morning. Oh my god. Thanks for watching, guys, because I know it's really awkward times for some people. Oh, I love the birds. They're so cute.
Goodness, I just saw him fly in.
Oh, he's climbing.
Oh, such cuties.
There's a lot of birds. Has anyone ever seen the old Hitchcock film, The Birds?
Yes.
I hope everyone has seen that. Apparently that was like a horrible set to work on, and I can't remember the actress's name. I think she was the lead lady and she was blonde, but apparently she had a horrible time where she wouldn't be told certain things, and like Alfred Hitchcock would literally like throw birds at her, like real birds. So
I mean, it probably worked really well to get a genuine reaction.
Oh yeah.
But like, come on now. Some workers' rights violation with
yeah.
that. She probably could not see a bird like the same way again after that.
No. My
you
mother.
know, I don't dislike that movie. I kind of like that movie.
I liked it. It was good, and sometimes it seems like a little bit ridiculous, but there's like a big scene at the end where there's like loads of birds outside, and they're all kind of stuck, and like you would think like, shit, like what would I do?
Right?
But it is scary.
I think I just what I like about that movie is that end scene because
Yeah.
it's so like, what's gonna happen next? And then it just ends. It's like that awkward feeling of an animal staring at you, like what's gonna
Yes.
happen? I do like that it's never really explained why the birds are being weird.
Yeah. It's sort of just like, hey, did you ever think if just one day birds started attacking people?
I mean, more than they usually do.
Yeah. A little bit more. Maybe everyone was just feeding them and that's why they went crazy.
Oh my god, yes. Your hometown is actually the birds.
My hometown?
Mhm.
Maybe, yeah. But actually, so all my life, my mother was like terrified of birds. And one time, I think a few times I asked her, like, why did you, like, did something happen to you with a bird? And she just like, yes. But then she never said anything else. So when I went to visit her, when I went to visit her at the weekend, I finally asked her, I was like, Mom, you never said like what happened to you with a bird? Like you said something happened, but what was it? Like what was this traumatic experience? And she told me, so my mom grew up on a farm in Dublin, like a dairy farm, and there were sheep and like chickens and animals. And she said she grew up in a big family, and she's the second youngest in the family. And one day, she was only about 4 or 5 years old, but a hen had gotten into the house, and he'd gotten up the stairs, and her dad just this sounds horrible, but he just kicked the bird down the stairs, and he just started like shrieking and flapping, and he like flew towards my mom, or hen, she flew towards my mom, and obviously like a little 4-year-old, that would be terrifying.
Yeah.
And ever since then, she's been afraid of birds. So I wish I knew the story sooner, because then I would have understood.
Yeah.
But as far as I knew, I was like, oh well, did they just like peck at your toes one day and you didn't like them or something? But yeah, some people have like actual like legitimate traumatizing stories with animals and birds that makes them. You're like, okay, I see why you do not like those animals.
For sure. When I was very young, I went to a petting zoo, and they had the usual petting zoo fare, so goats and sheep and cows, but they also had Australian animals.
Oh.
So they had, I think they were the small kangaroos, like wallabies, I think they're called. But like you weren't allowed to pet the wallabies because they're kind of nutty. But more importantly, they had koalas. And there was a keeper that would just carry around the koala, and people thought it was really, really cute. And this was kind of stupid, and I'm a little surprised they did this, but they let me hold the koala, and I don't know why they did that. They should not have done that. But it had really, like, I wasn't expecting the claws to be as sharp as they were, and then it started making these demonic noises, and I just started crying. I hate koalas. I hate koalas.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the nails, because I heard like they can like hurt you and be a bit aggressive.
Yes. I don't know why they let me hold this damn koala. They shouldn't have. Like, who allowed this? I mean, I know the 90s were a different time, but Jesus. You would have thought at that point they knew. And like I respect koalas for what they were, for what they are, but I hate them.
Aww. That's cute. Is it like in Australia you can get koalas just like in your back garden, I think? We'll have to ask Mano.
Yeah, we have to ask him about that. I mean, they live there. So.
But that's quite scary, because like if I was a child, I'd be like, oh my god, there's a teddy bear sitting on top of the tree. Can I go and cuddle it, please?
There's this very cute animal that has this horrible voice.
Me. Which animal? No cats on the stream today, guys. They're being divas.
Yeah, mine's sleeping on the laundry because it doesn't smell like him, so he wants to make sure it smells like him. Of
course. He's got to change it up a little bit. But yeah, it was really good because Nick's, there's like a window just over there in my room. I would show you, but everything will fall apart if I move the camera. But basically she was like doing the for ages at the birds outside, and I was like, oh, we're doing like it's a bird themed stream. It'd be so good to show her like ecking at the birds, but oh well, maybe next time.
Blue Jedi Sith says, thank you for showing the game to those of us just learning of or curious about Prehistoric Kingdom. Well, you are quite welcome, Blue Jedi
of course,
Sith.
Guys. Yeah, we're really happy because like we'd love to be able to show off more like work streams and everything. Like it'd be cool to show off like new things every week, but unfortunately there's just some things that aren't ready to show off or we're saving for the next update. So hopefully in a few weeks we can start teasing some more stuff on social media and streams. Oh, and one other thing that we're going to start doing, guys, we'll take a look at the tacos while we chat, is so I love when I get to show off behind the scenes on social media, but like we said, we can't always, stuff isn't ready to show off all the time. So I think every Monday what we're going to start doing is just a quick little kind of tweet every week on our socials, and we can kind of share just what the devs and what people are up to that week. So it's like, oh, this week we're going to work on guest AI and we're going to be doing some more animations, or we're working on these animals animations. So that way, if there is stuff, if we can share maybe any photos or videos, that will be kind of the behind the scenes tweet, or we can just kind of keep everyone updated of what we're kind of working on that week. So I think that would be cool, especially because we're an early access game. I think it's always really cool to kind of show off what you're working on. So look out for those next week, guys.
Sorry, I had to do a bit of a throat clearing. Again.
No worries. Everyone is sick on the team. We were in
sick.
the...
What? It's the pollen.
Oh, do you get hay fever?
Yeah. The area where I live is one of the worst in the country for pollen. So...
Yeah, my partner gets that, but he, and my mom as well. So obviously if you're surrounded by grass and fields, it's worse. But anytime when he goes to like hotter countries, like we've been to California and to Spain before, and it just goes away, because obviously it's the pollen. Because where he grew up in Ireland, he was surrounded by fields and like wheat and barley, and farmers would be growing crops and everything like that, and it would just be terrible. Like it'd be painful almost.
Oh no. See, I don't get hay fever, like hay and straw and grass doesn't bother me. I get bothered by tree pollen and also just one-off ragweed. So ragweed bothers me and tree pollen bothers me. And the tree pollen where I live in the spring, like you can see clouds of it come off the trees. It like the air gets thick with it. You can wash your car and the next day it's greenish yellow. Like, you'll see it on the ground, just turning everything yellow. It's awful. So, I hate spring in Virginia. I really do. It's the worst. Dislike spring, dislike the winter, dislike the summer. I really like fall.
Fall is always a good transition month, I think, that most people enjoy.
For me, it's the right temperature, and I'm not dealing with pollen. Although I did just say that the ragweed's pretty bad, but the ragweed is actually pretty bad this year.
Is there anything you can, well, not so much tease that you're working on, Cindy, but very vaguely just say what you're kind of up to in work?
Scales.
Scales. Lots of scales.
Actually, I'm past scales. I'm now on wrinkles.
Ooh.
But pretty soon I will be back to scales after the wrinkles. And then I will be onto coloring scales. And spending the next, like, 2-3 weeks crying. You know, as one does.
Of course. That's just normal work, though.
Mm-hmm.
How many different breeds of animals are there right now? So there's, I think, 23 animals at the moment.
Sounds right. I haven't made a count recently.
There's 23. I think that's all the animals, including the birds in the Mini-Aviary exhibit. And then...
Does that include alt species?
No.
Ah.
No, that's if you just go and count in the game or on the website. And then the new species coming in the next big title update, which won't be out for another few weeks, guys, but we're working on it. It's going to be really good. So you're going to get Dilophosaurus, Solidosaurus, and Coelophysis.
My favorite so far of those three. Well, I like all of them. But CeeLo is so cute.
I know, I can't wait. He's almost like a little puppy. Like if you combine like a puppy and a piranha, it's like, oh.
I feel like for me it's puppy, piranha, and rat. There's something rat-like about him.
I know, he's real sneaky. I want lots of CeeLo memes when the update comes out.
I hope. I'm really happy with how Dilo turned out.
Yeah, he looks really cool, and the skins look amazing. Okay, so we have our god bird. So I kind of also want to add a little bit of water in here as well. Oh. So we'll move. Actually, we can make this guy bigger. Oh, edit group.
If you scale by the square in the middle, it does it evenly.
Oh, it just does it. Oh.
Yeah. You see that gray square in the middle? Yeah. There you go.
Top game tip, guys.
Yep.
So just add a small bit of water. Would they have... I guess they'd have clean water. Well, I like to think that everything is clean in the park.
Yeah, I make all of mine. I make a lot of muddy water in all of my parks. I like that river look.
I wanted to switch to full screen just because I want to save. I don't want anyone to see my little hidden Let's Plays. Because when I place water down, just in case it like moves any of the terrain too much. One thing I'd love in the game is if we can make slightly smaller puddles.
We'll have to talk to the dev responsible.
Talk to the devs. I'll put it in PK feedback. Water. That's a little bit of water, but it kind of leaves the edges like a little jagged because it's next to the trees. You might have to wait for like a little water trough, guys, to add in here because the area is too small.
Rendering on that looks really wonky. I haven't seen that before yet.
It happens, I think, because I've mixed a couple of the terrains together as well.
It looked more like shadows and ambient occlusion issue, but I could be wrong. That's not my specialty. So
we can paint again if I. I'm not sure if it's from the dome. Oh, that one was fine actually.
It might be from the dome.
Okay, I'm gonna make maybe a few rocks here that the bird god can sit on. Any ETAs on the next big update? Not at the moment, so it won't be this month, guys. So there's still a few things that we need to work on. So the devs are still, there's still some new animations being worked on, and a few new things with the species, but it's looking pretty good, but there's obviously still things and testing to be done. And then once most of it is pretty much finished and almost ready, then we'll announce a date. But usually what we've been doing, basically since early access, is any of the updates, when it's ready, we just drop it. But now for the big title update, we'll announce it beforehand. So we'll give everyone a heads up and a date, and maybe even a time when the update will be live. So that way, you know, everyone who's ready, you can book the day off work or skip school that day, get your excuses ready. And even content creators as well can get ready if they want to make videos.
I knew a kid who skipped school in high school for the launch of Halo 3.
Oh, really?
Actually, I knew multiple people who did that, and I was like, really?
I think it's actually more common than you think that people skip school for things, even like movies.
That's true. As I've stated before, I was a nerd, and I still am a nerd.
Oh, that square thing is so handy.
Isn't it?
For the scaling. I can't believe I never knew. I think I did accidentally do it one time. I was like, ooh, I can do that, but I just completely forgot about it. So I just want to make a few of the rocks a little bit more smaller so that obviously they're not covering everything in the aviary, and then we can place it sort of in the water, and then I want to place the nice bird topiary on top. I've had many classmates skip classes to watch Spider-Man No Way Home in theaters. I'm pretty sure even when the new Star Wars came out, it was The Force Awakens. We don't talk about the second movie. But yeah, when The Force Awakens came out, I know loads of people were trying to like book in before work, so they didn't want to miss it. It's mainly just so you don't get anything spoiled. It's not necessarily like I have to just see it straight away. It's just because you don't want the movie ruined.
Yeah, it looks like there's something wonky about water rendering.
Yeah, I think because there's too much together. I notice it when I'm building, when there's a few terrains together.
I want to say that might have actually been addressed, but also not my department, so...
I think it was fixed a little bit because some of the water, I know one of the updates helped it a bit because it was happening a little bit more often, just as people would place the water down. But now it's when there's like a few things in the area, like different terrains, maybe different levels. And also sometimes the rocks,
yeah,
they show like I kind of sunk that. Yeah, they kind of come in and out.
I think that might have been addressed too, but not sure.
So now we have our little bird feature in the center that the birds will praise, and I like to think that they build like little nests.
Oh my god.
Because my imagination is a little weird, so I need to just shrink down some little tree things.
I think there's a few, there are a few prefabs that people have made in the workshop that are nests.
Yeah, there's some really good nests. I think I will, for finishing off the aviary, I'll for next week definitely add in one of the slightly nicer nests, or at least combine it with what we've already done. It almost looks like there's a giant spider coming out of it. Maybe I'll make it like a little bit smaller, because I doubt the birds would be able to carry this much, or these heavy.
Would be very cute though. It would be like seeing a small dog
When
carrying one of those.
They carry the giant sticks. I know. I mean, if they all picked it up together, they probably could.
I wonder if they would unite forces like that.
So guys, when you're editing groups together, so if I just try to scale this, the scaling edit isn't working. So what you need to do is you need to click edit group, and if I hit Control A, it selects every individual piece, and then I can scale it down.
Streaming this on YouTube too, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Is there anything else we could add to the aviary? I actually really love how they made the outside.
I think you need some trees in there, some verticality, especially to fill the space, because there's a lot of space in there.
Yeah.
Or like one really, really big rock.
A bit.
Maybe a little waterfall.
A tiny waterfall. We could make this into like a little water feature.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Thanks, guys. I think next week...
people.
Yeah. I think next week we're also going to be streaming on Steam as well. So for anyone who will be checking out the Steam workshop, they can check out our awesome community and take a look at some gameplay in action.
I will say, placing the waterfalls and some of the effects are a little tricky. Just
sometimes, yeah.
I think that's just because of how flat they are.
Can't wait to see it in this. All the dinos and animals look so amazing. I know, I love the animals in this game. I think Cindy and Mao did such a good job on modeling and doing all the skins. And especially like
Do our best.
the scales photograph so well. I feel like some dinosaurs are just so photogenic in this game.
Glad to hear it. It takes a very long time to make those. So, always good to hear that they look good.
So we're going to, I'm just gonna add some splash, but
Yeah, I think with the splash, you really need to scale square like that. Huh.
this isn't even touching the rock. It's just a miracle water that's out of nowhere. It's a leaked pipe.
Oh no!
What other kind of effects would everyone like to see in the game? Because we do have fire and smoke. So I'm not too sure what else we could add after that.
I know, it's kind of lame, but a rainbow effect might be kind of
Oh, that would be so cute!
cool. Bubbles.
Bubbles, yes.
Honestly, I would love to see, like, more ambient wildlife, like birds and bugs, personally. I think that would be really cool. Ooh, mist fog, yeah?
Yes, fog.
No. Ambient butterflies, like having a little ambient butterfly thing would be cute as heck.
That would be cute. I've been
Just
to a
gotta make
butterfly farm before.
Gotta make sure you don't put it in with the silos.
Oh god.
That would be adorable and also a massacre. ETV Entertainment says, hello! Hello!
Hello!
Sorry if I'm not terribly talkative right now. I am.
I know. I think everyone on the team is getting ill.
It's the season.
I just want to edit the water. Ooh. Okay, I think I'm just building with everything too close together. There we go.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ambient wildlife too. Yeah, I think definitely throughout early access, I know Nano is working on more sounds, just on more ambience, because we did have that in one of the updates, and it made a nice difference. And more animal sounds as well will be added in. Oh, Cindy as well. Every week we say, but you still haven't uploaded any of your items to the workshop.
Oh yeah. That's a thing I can do. Should do that. Should do that for that Ferris wheel. I thought about uploading the mushrooms, but I think somebody already beat me to that punch.
There could be more mushrooms.
That's true. Can never have enough. Ugh. Excuse me. Apparently I didn't drink enough tea.
Do you drink coffee as well?
No. I really, really, really love coffee, and it really, really, really hates me. It's gotten to the point where it's not worth it anymore. But I really like tea, so
Yeah, that works.
It wasn't really like just trading one thing I liked for another.
A wonder waterfall breaks out guitar.
God. And after all,
I think that's such like I don't know if it's where you are, Cindy, but that's such a go-to like karaoke song over here.
oh for sure. That one and that one song by the Four Non-Blondes.
Oh, What's Up or something?
Yeah. Oh yes. What's going on?
Yeah.
I actually do really love that song, not gonna lie.
I think everyone knows it. It's a pretty easy one with the chorus to just follow along to.
Mm-hmm. I wanna say, I don't know if people still do this, but definitely 1,000 miles, or is it? Yeah. That song where it's like, I would walk 500
Oh yeah.
miles. I love that song. But I don't know what the kids these days are into. I'm just getting too old for that.
I know, because a year ago we were at like a party and there was karaoke, and I think my boyfriend was like, "Oh, who's singing Wonderwall?" But they were all like, maybe they're more like trendier than us. They were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe we're going to sing that one. That was like so obvious." So we were like, "Oh," didn't realize we were hanging out with a bunch of hipsters.
Mm-hmm.
But oh, and obviously like "Hit Me Baby One More Time" is pretty popular as well.
Of course. Toxic.
Oh.
Though. If you're gonna sing Spears, you gotta sing Toxic.
What's your go-to, Cindy, if you were to sing karaoke?
Well, to get me to sing karaoke, you've got to buy me at least 4 drinks.
Yeah.
I don't sing. But 4 drinks in, probably What's Up by the Four Non-Blondes. But I also like Love Fool by the Cardigans.
That's good as well.
And even though they're not karaoke songs, I will willingly and happily sing anything by Sublime. There's probably a Beatles song with enough liquor. There's probably a Beatles song I'll sing too.
That's some good. At least you have like a few choices. Because I'm like tone deaf, so when I sing, I mean, it's not my problem, but it's everyone else's.
Oh no, for sure. I'm terrible at singing.
Yeah, I think most people are. Actually, now that I think about it, anyone who has the microphone and is singing karaoke is usually a terrible singer. But I guess they're just so drunk they don't care. But
yeah, I think that's the appeal.
I don't know. Does anyone know? I'm obsessed with Oliver Tree. Does anyone know who that is in the chat? He's like a weird. I know because I love, I'm not too into music, but I love talented weirdos where you think you see this person, you're like, this, I don't know what this is, but it's not going to be good. And then it's like, oh wait, they're actually pretty good at music. So if anyone knows Oliver Tree, that would probably be my go-to artist at karaoke.
I might do some karaoke for tennis. Tennis has got a lot of really good jams that I know the lyrics to. There's probably some, oh, what's her name? I can't believe I forgot her name. Shakira. There's probably some Shakira songs.
Shakira. I want to try add one more tree in here. So maybe I can move these just a little bit. Okay guys, I hope the birds are pretty happy. So we filled out the aviary, so we can do a little before and after. I can like just get another one and place that down. So we started off with the empty aviary that we got from the Steam Workshop, which looks amazing with all these hexagons, and then I love the entrance as well. And these little trees here that are in the little plant pots. So these also came with one of the recent updates that included the Topiaries and the silhouettes. I just love these. I think they're so cute.
They're very cute, the little plant lollipops.
Yeah, I love those ones. And also these little hedges. So probably next week's stream, what I want to do is I would like a little garden and like use the hedges to make a little maze, and that way there will be a fun journey for the guests to take. It'll actually be fun. Has anyone actually made a maze and watched the guests go through or try get to the other side? Because the AI needs just a little bit of work, so it'll be interesting to see them make their way. Maybe you put like the only bathroom at the other end. They'll all like power through.
You managed to find your way to the bathroom, but you can't find your way back out.
No, no. They'll meet other guests and they'll be like, we've been here for weeks. We just live in the maze now.
They should have left a trail of funnel cake.
Oh yeah. Dino nuggets just leading back to the restaurant. Cute. I like the little before and after, and then we can start to just place a little temporary trail. So guys, we'll kind of let you choose probably what would you like to see us build next. So we have our little kind of sneak peek at some dinos where you see the Topiaries. We need to finish off that exhibit a little bit, and now we have the little aviaries, and then so that can kind of be a nice kind of, so I like to think before people that come to visit, they've never seen dinosaurs. So I think that's a good like little introduction.
Yeah. Little taste, little appetizer.
Just slow.
They're like mozzarella sticks or cheese curds. The artichoke dip of this park.
There's actually a lot of crowd. Oh no! think people's favorite bit is just the entrance.
They do like it. They really like that one side.
Yeah.
They're doing a really good job of almost queuing up there.
Almost. Well, they're exploring the entrance. Oh. I think the guest AI, I think we have improved it slightly, or that's in the next update. So they'll kind of they'll look like they're a little bit more interested in some things. But I can actually start to, we can build a little temporary park, a little extension for now. With one of the, actually to keep in theme with the kind of dark wood, I think, oh yeah, I have the little nice bathroom, so this is another workshop item.
It's a bit of a journey to get there.
A bit of a journey.
Worth it in the end.
Just a little bit. They're coming, guys!
Hey!
She can win a Steam achievement for being the first one to use the bathroom.
Yeah, she doesn't have to deal with that friggin' line.
Yeah. I think eventually, when guests get a little bit smarter, I think maybe it would be good to have streams where we can test their intelligence. Maybe we can set them up in a few strange scenarios.
That would be really funny. Just like a mouse maze.
We really have to start working on some crowd control as well. Oh, I wonder, would you get guests who like steal things from like the stores?
Oh.
Or you try get guests who like break into the enclosures?
Oh my god, the guests trying to get the selfie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I want to see like selfie sticks and people leaning over the barriers. Oh, did she go? Where's our fave? Oh,
she ascended.
Yeah.
She reached her target and ascended.
I like how someone recently also pointed out we have like Walter White as a guest in the game. I saw that as well. I was like, oh yeah!
That can definitely happen.
But yeah, definitely guest improvement is something that we're working on. And then I'm also excited to be later on in early access where we have more park and staff management. So before we go, how long? Oh, we've actually been streaming for over an hour. I didn't know because of my cold. I thought I was going to lose my voice during the stream. So let me bring up...
You've been good.
Yeah, I literally thought I was going to be blowing my nose and coughing and just ruining everybody's Tuesday. So let me pull it up before we go. Let's see, where do I go? So one sec, guys. I'm gonna bring up Chrome. Oh, there we go. So you can't see me and Cindy. So looking at our Trello board, so in the coming soon, you see the next 3 species. So we have Silo, Dilo, and Slidosaurus. So they're coming in an update, so that won't be out this month. But next up, so hopefully in the next few weeks, we'll get our main menu updates. That'll be a little bit nicer when you're loading up the game. And then also our animal info signs that can be placed around the park. And then I think, I'll have to double check with the devs, but I'm hoping with this kind of smaller update patch, we'll also have the Steam and Epic achievements as well.
Yay!
So have to hire loss prevention at the park. Oh yeah, we can do lost and found. I think there was a festival in Ireland called Electric Picnic recently. Let me just switch back. Oh, to me and Cindy. So yeah, one of the festivals called Electric Picnic, and the amount of like IDs and passports that people lose is like absolutely insane in the Lost and Found.
I do love the name of that event,
Electric Picnic. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's slightly more like alternate music, like indie bands that arrive. But I think like one of the biggest performers in recent years was Blondie. She came to Ireland. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that was
cool.
really cool. Yeah, I didn't get to go to that one, unfortunately. But yeah, it's pretty good. So does anyone have a couple of questions that we can answer? Don't be sneaky and try to get us to reveal things. So we'll have like a small little Q&A before we go. And then next week, we're gonna add on, I wanna decorate the back of the taco enclosure, because I want this to be kind of more mountainy rocks hidden, just so you can't really yet see further into the park. And then we'll also work on making our cute little garden maze that people can get lost in, that will lead up to the aviary. And then we'll extend from here. Oh, also there's a really cool item, a new workshop item. It's a really cool like ticket booth building. So I want to have that here so that people can kind of book more tickets, and then maybe if they want to see certain shows or animals will have like feeding times. That's not in the game, that's in our imagination. Hopefully that'll be introduced later on when the game is closer to being complete. Are there any plans to add water troughs? Yes, guys, that was meant to be in one of the recent updates. I'm not too sure why it got delayed. So I think it's been moved to, let me just double check the Trello board. Yes, so the water trough is going to be in the big title update with the new species, because that was, that's what I wanted to add. If you check out the Let's Builds on YouTube, I really wanted to add the water troughs in the Smilodon habitat because they don't need much water, because that would have been really cool to have. So they will be introduced in the title update. So not the smaller update coming soon, the title update. But I don't know, I think we showed some photos in one of the dev diaries of what they look like. Yeah. But they look really cool. Because I'm excited, because sometimes if you're making a fairly small enclosure, oh gosh, the tacos. We gotta work on the diet for the tacos, because
oh dear,
the scaling, something ain't adding up. If I grab one of the tacos, cheese? I know, guys, stop feeding them the burritos. Oh my god. Some of the sizing still needs to be worked on.
Lock a person in the aviary Sims 2 style. I'm sure you could put someone in the aviary on accident, but
could we lock someone?
They're gonna show off.
I mean, we could put the taco in there right now and let him chase the bird. Oh no, we can't place him in there. Oh.
Yeah, it's probably because of
the He's in, guys.
There it is.
He's snorkeling. He's just hiding in the water.
Just blowing bubbles.
This species, what species is this, Cindy? He always looks so evil with his little horns.
The Biricus.
I think he actually...
He's very angry.
He looks like a dragon. I think he's the dinosaur that mostly looks like one. It just needs to be a little bigger. Ultimate tease. Put a big cat in there. Oh no. Oh, I think we actually just trapped him in the water. Oh. Sorry, Nigel.
Yeah, he might not be able to, maybe he can.
We'll put him back in his house. But yeah, I think we mentioned last week, guys, a quick way to clean up the poop in the enclosure is if you just click the perimeter around the fence, you'll see everything highlighted, and then if you just click the poop with the exclamation mark, it'll just get rid of everything. So you do pay a small fee, but if you're like me and just want it done quick, that's my go-to way of cleaning. Or you can place the dung beetles, but that takes a little bit more time, but it is cute to see them rolling around in the habitats.
I don't know why the poop beetles are as cute as they are, but the poop beetles are very cute.
No Nix today. No Nix today. Is she under the bed? Nix. I can try lure her out. Nix, do you want ham? Nix, do you want ham? She might show up. That's her favorite treat. So yeah, I was hoping. Oh, she came out. Nix, come here.
She's like, I heard there was ham.
I feel bad now because I don't have it. So that was actually my boyfriend who asked that question. So you have to get her ham now on your way back. Come here, Nix. Okay, I'm gonna ruin my setup, but hold on a sec. Nix, there she is. She's blurry.
Oh, goodness.
Nix. Oh, there she is. Oh, Nix, do you want ham? There she is.
Aww.
Thanks for coming on stream, Nix. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna knock everything over. Okay, good. Okay,
Rosie has paid the cat tax.
Yes, she's done her job. She can get paid for being on the stream now. So I think we'll finish up there this week, guys. I'll go back to full screen. So thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Again, we'll be back next Tuesday at the same time, and we're going to continue building our park. I think it'll be the end of September. So next week, I think we'll do another giveaway on stream. So if you have any friends that you're telling them you have to play Prehistoric Kingdom, but they don't have a key yet, tell them to watch the stream to be in for a chance to win. We'll be doing just another giveaway. We'll pick another word that everyone has to type in chat, and then a winner will be randomly selected. So thanks again for joining us this week and for checking out Cindy's very cool dragon nails. They were a cute surprise. And we'll see you next week. Keep an eye out as well, because from Mondays we're going to start updating you guys and telling you what the devs are working on that week. So that'll be kind of fun just to keep the community just up to date on what we're working on, and just anything that needs anything kind of left over to do in terms of what's coming up in the new update, just the last few things that the devs are working on. And then you guys might have like a better idea. You'll be able to kind of, even though we might not announce a date, you'll be like, oh, well, I know they only have to work on like, you know, X, Y, and Z, and then the update will be released. So you guys will kind of be able to guess and know a bit more of when the update might actually come out before we announce it. So again, thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Bye. Bye.